Hello, my name is Jody Levine, and I'm the director of the Dietetic Technician Program at Suffolk County Community College. Today we are going to talk about pumpkin. This segment is going to showcase 3 delicious and nutritionally packed recipes for your Thanksgiving Day menu. But before we take a peek at the recipes, let's learn about some of the health benefits of one of the most popular and widely grown seasonal staples here in the Northeast. According to botanists, pumpkin is actually classified as a fruit because it grows from part of a plant that develops from a flower. But in the culinary world, they actually use it as a fruit and a vegetable. Pumpkin is a nutritional powerhouse. Its bright orange color is a dead giveaway that it is packed with vitamin A as well as antioxidants. 1 cup of pumpkin actually has 100% of the daily value of vitamin A. Beta-carotene has been known to offer protection against heart disease and certain types of cancers. Other antioxidants found in pumpkin are lutein and zeaxanthin, which helps maintain overall eye health. Research has found that those antioxidants help decrease the risk of macular degeneration, which is actually the leading cause of blindness in the adult population. Pumpkin is also rich in potassium, iron, as well as vitamin C. Pumpkin is low in calories and is also a good source of fiber. 1 cup of cooked pumpkin actually has about 49 calories and 3 grams of fiber. And fiber is also excellent for bowel health. It helps keep our stomach full for a longer period of time. So we have a tendency to eat less when we're eating a meal. And this is perfect for Thanksgiving Day. It will take the edge off of our appetite. Pumpkin can be prepared in a variety of ways. We have selected 3 recipes to showcase the versatility of pumpkin. Our first recipe is actually pumpkin yogurt parfait, and this dish is really very easy to create. What we did here is we took a can of pureed pumpkin and we blended it with 2 tablespoons of brown sugar and a teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice to give it that classic fall flavor. And before we went ahead and we looked at our dish, we actually took graham cracker crumbs and we crumbled them up and we layered them at the bottom of the dish. And then we went ahead and we layered the pumpkin puree with the sugar in it, the brown sugar. And then we took some non-fat Greek yogurt and we used a plain type because it actually has a sour tang against the sweetness of the pumpkin puree. And we put a layer of that in the glass. And then we again topped some other amounts of the pumpkin puree and we layered the top of our dish with crumpled graham cracker crumbs to give it a crust-like effect. And then we put a dollop of the Greek yogurt back on the parfait dish. Next we have our traditional pumpkin soup. This is a Thanksgiving Day classic. And what we did here is we actually took canned pumpkin puree because it's nice and easy. The other thing is when you're looking at this dish, we can go ahead and make this classic pumpkin soup all year round because we don't have to use a seasonal pumpkin. So we took that classic pumpkin puree, and you can use any of your spices that you normally use, but we made this a healthier version by actually cutting out some heavy cream or whole milk, and we ended up using some fat-free milk. And to cut the sodium down in our traditional pumpkin soup, for the healthier version, we actually used a low-sodium vegetable broth. And our low-sodium vegetable broth brought it down significantly in sodium. It has about 140 milligrams of sodium versus the traditional 790 milligrams of sodium. So with our soup, we ended up, our healthy version has about 80 calories per 1 cup serving, 140 milligrams of sodium, 4 grams of fiber, and 1 gram of fat. If you look at your classic pumpkin soup, we have about 150 calories, 760 milligrams of sodium, 4 grams of fiber, and 7 grams of fat. So it's a significant savings. And then we just topped it off with some pumpkin seeds. Some flavors that you can add to your soup without adding calories are using fresh herbs and spices. Spices that go well with pumpkin are curry powder, coriander, garlic, ginger, and cilantro. Our last dish is quinoa with butternut squash and roasted pumpkin seeds. This dish is packed with a variety of flavors, and you could look at all the different colors that are in here because we have a variety of food sources. What we used here is actually quinoa, which is a grain crop that is grown for its edible seeds. 1 cup of quinoa actually has about 8 grams of protein, 5 grams of fiber, and it's rich in flavonoids, which is also a type of antioxidant. And the nice thing about quinoa, if you're not familiar with it, is it's actually gluten-free. When making this recipe, what we did is we first sauteed up some red onions with a little bit of oil, and then we put the quinoa into a pot with some of the vegetable broth. But what we did is we took the butternut squash and we put it in the pot, so this way the flavors of the butternut squash actually infused into the quinoa. And when the quinoa was done and the squash was actually fork tender, we took it out of the pot and we set it aside. Pumpkin seeds are also called pepitas. And pepitas are the edible kernel inside of the pumpkin, and they have a sweet, nutty, creamy flavor. And the pepitas are also an excellent source of fiber. Pumpkin seeds are also rich in monounsaturated fatty acids, which are known to decrease the bad cholesterol, which are our LDLs, and actually increase the good cholesterol, which is our HDLs. Pumpkin seeds are also an excellent source of protein. They contain the amino acid tryptophan. Tryptophan is also found in turkey and is also found in a warm glass of milk. If we're drinking that on Thanksgiving Day and also having some pumpkin seeds, that's what can make you feel a little bit sleepy. So what we did with our pumpkin seeds for this dish is we actually took a small skillet and we placed about a half teaspoon of oil in the skillet, and we put our seeds in there. And what pumpkin seeds do is they turn from this green color and they're going to turn a drab olive color and then ultimately a little toasted brown looking. And when they change color, you can take them out and you could sprinkle them with a little bit of salt for some seasoning. In the same skillet, after we've taken out the pumpkin seeds, we're going to go ahead and take our fresh spinach and we're going to wilt it. When the spinach has wilted, we're going to throw in our cranberries and then we're going to quickly take it out. We're going to then combine all of our ingredients, the spinach, the cranberries, and the pumpkin seeds, and we're going to mix it with the quinoa to make this beautiful dish. I hope you enjoyed this segment and wishing you a healthy and nutritious Thanksgiving Day.